What is up? Alright, so today is the day I'm going to be building the ramp, just making a start on it. Just going into the workshop now to go make some measurements, some cuts, get a little set up for welding, probably start welding it today, but we'll see how we get on. Just got the steel back yesterday. Shout out to Logan Price for rolling that for me, it was much appreciated. Thanks to Graham for the workshop, and yeah, I don't know if I'll add this in the video. Just a little side note to people, you know, it's a bit of extra value added to the video if I do put this in. So yeah, always be a good count. It comes back. Alright, well don't know how much of this build I'm going to show, but you'll obviously see the end result. But I'm pretty focused on just trying to get it done. Anyways, catch back up at the workshop. Okay, so we're here at the workshop. Not sure what the lighting's going to be like in here, but we'll have a look at what I've been up to. Actually pretty stoked on this workshop. So I was saying, you know, be a good person to people. Always comes back to you. So real stoked on the workshop. It's only just been set up, and it's all the equipment I need is here. Got welders all over the place, big welder in the corner, oxy acetylene, probably won't need that, compressor, drop saw over here, all the racks, all the steel that I've got they've stacked away for me. Got the expanded mesh down here, so yeah, all is good to go. I'm pretty stoked on it. Yeah, so the steel, Luke explained to me how they set it up. It rolled a little bit tight, but it's okay. I've kind of just adjusted a few things. The ramp's going to be a little bit higher, which maybe backflipping it yet, but we'll see. So what I've done here is I'm just going to get the main frame square, yeah, and pretty much just going to aim towards getting both sides even. Just going to make it easier putting it together in the end, and obviously want the ramp square. So yeah, so if you want to have a look, pretty simple. Is the pre-rolled steel, and I've just kind of started on the framework, the outside edge, drawn it out on the ground. Luke's done a couple of ramps, and he said drawing it out on the ground is going to be the easiest thing to work by. Cut the height to length and to fit, beveled the edge, and also just a small bevel down on that corner. And at the end, this is where the ramp is going to come to. That's 4.5 metres. But what I'm going to have to do, because the steel is rolled a bit tight, is just kind of step it down with maybe a steel plate or something, which is no big deal. It's still going to be a nice curb. Alright, well I'm going to tack this up, get both sides even, and I'll give you an update when I'm ready to. Alright, so made a bit of progress. Got most of the frame just tacked up. It's coming along pretty good. I'll give you a quick look at it. In the centre there, you can see I'm gonna, once it's all welded together, I'll be splitting it there, so I can transport the ramp in halves. Pretty basic. Just about to stand it up and put the centre framing in. Yeah, it's coming along good. Alright, yeah, so it's taken me probably a couple of hours to put this together. Next one will be quicker, but it's good. Happy with the progress. Yeah, just going to stand it up now. Put the middle framing in, and that'll probably be it for the night. I'll come back tomorrow, put all the ribs in it, and the expanded mesh, and look at maybe painting it. But yeah. So, first look at the ramp, should send it, it's now pretty decent. That's It's come out about 1900 high. It was going to be 1800, so it's got another 100 mil on it. And as you can see, I've put the board there just to kind of give an example of what it should look like in the end. Pretty keen to hit it. Can't wait. So yeah, going home now. Back in the morning, put all the ribs in there. Ribs up the centre. I may have to line it with ply because I think the expander mesh that I got, it's not a heavy enough gauge. Yeah, so it's probably not going to be ideal. Anyways, pretty happy with the progress, and we'll catch back up in the morning. Back the next day. Been here doing a little bit of work on the ramp this morning. Just got the rest of the main framework tacked up, ready to weld. That's what I'm about to do, is go through and weld up the main framework. And then from there, what I am going to do is line it with ply, so I'm going to recess all the ribs into what I've done here on this bit of framing. So the ply will sit down inside the main framing, and I'll still lay the expander mesh over top to be able to tack it up the sides. I'll still probably use some staples or something to tack the expanded mesh to the ply, but at least it will be tacked to the main frame itself too. I'll give you a basic, just to walk over what I've done. Down here I've actually just laid a bit of box section across there, which I plan to just tack a steel plate to, probably a checkered plate, where that plywood is now. Just put bracing sections, kind of just space them accordingly. Not sure if I'm going to have to use a cross brace here yet, because the ramp is fairly narrow. I've kept it narrow just to keep the weight down. Well, my idea is to have this transportable so I can take it to and from the spot, and also possibly take it out to anywhere else where we can set up some landings. So yeah, I've kept it quite narrow, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to need to use the cross brace or not. I'm just going to put everything together and then just see. It's not that much weight using the cross brace anyways, but I am just trying to minimise weight as much as possible. But yeah, she's nice and sturdy. Alright, I'm going to weld all this up, and I'll get you guys caught back up and on the next step. So, quick little update, I've just welded all the ribs in. It's taken about 2 hours. It's come out pretty good. And recess, so I can just apply in between the framing, and then the expanded mesh over top. I've ended up using the cross brace, as it was sturdy, but just kind of tested it before running up and down it, and it had a bit of vibration without it. But it's nice and sturdy with the brace in there, so there's no biggie putting that in. Gonna put that ply on and lay the expander mesh over top, as I've just said, and I'll give you an update once I've done that. Quick little update. Laid the ply onto the ramp, screwed it all down. Give you a quick look at that. It's looking pretty good. Also added a plate to the bottom. Have a look, I've kind of ripped down a bit of angle, and there's a small lip under there supporting it, and then a bit of checker plate. The expanded mesh will go to the edge of that flat plate, to the checker plate, and then the plies all laid in there. Looking pretty good. It's pretty sturdy to walk on. The weight's real good. I'm hoping it's too light. So just going to put the expander mesh on now, and I'll update you once that's done. Alright, so next stage is pretty much done. I've got the expander mesh all tacked up on top of the ply. It's tacked to the exterior frame. I'll have a look at it. And I've still got to Last two things I need to do is paint it obviously, and then also just tack down just these loose ends, the expanded mesh. I'm probably going to use some kind of staples to do that. But other than that, it's come out pretty fucking good. As you can see, what I've done here is I've made the cut, so the ramp's in two halves, but it bolts together. I've just got it clamped together as there's no nuts on those bolts. Just to kind of give you guys a look at the full view of the ramp. And yeah, I won't be painting it tonight. See how the weather goes in the week. Get it painted, tack that mesh down and send it. Should be fun. Pretty stoked. Alright, yeah, so the next stage you'll be getting the digger in at the spot. Stay tuned for that. Probably make a separate video for that. Might just do one more overall walk around once I've painted and finished tacking down the mesh, just to give an overall look of the final product. And anything else I wish to speak about. Alright. See you then. As you can see, painted it black, come out pretty sweet. It's a little dirty, had to transport it in the rain and drag it on and off the truck, but it's all good. It's made to be ridden. You can get these ramps for about between $1,000, $2,000. It's cost me around $500 in materials. I guess if you're gonna get the steel rolled as well, there's some cost in that, but I don't think it's too expensive. There's plenty of people who do it. I'm pretty stoked with the end result. Just as you can see, it lines up nicely in the middle where I've made it so it can come apart. Just 4 bolts hold that together. You can see the bolt holes there maybe. Lines up pretty nicely. I've actually left the expanded mesh loose on the ply on the centre. Might add to the grip. If it doesn't, it starts peeling or whatever, I'll just staple it down like the rest of it. But it should be pretty sweet. Just a bit of checker plate on the front there. I'm pretty sure I've shown that. You can see where I've just stitch welded the bottom of that angle that I put on there, as it was a bit flimsy, but solid as now. So yeah, alright, well, be sure to check out the next videos. I'll show the landing, probably the first roll as well. Cool, so peace out till then.